Hey everybody, drum tech drummer and YouTube educator Kenny Sherritt's coming to you with a quick demo and review of what adding a Kickport bass drum enhancer can do for the sound of a kick drum. The Kickport is a tuned port designed to extend the low end and punch of your kick drum. It's apparently easy to mount to your head as it fits right into pre-existing portholes from 4 1/4 inch to 5 1/4 inch in diameter. Now, what I've heard from other drummers and engineers is the Kickport will increase low-end response, add more punch to every beat, and deliver a more focused tone from your bass drum. I myself, however, am more of a I believe it when I hear it kind of guy. So I figured I'd give it a try in this video to see if it really does what it says it will do. That way you, the viewer, can decide if this is a product you want to add to your bass drum. Now let's install the Kickport and see what it's going to do for the sound of this bass drum. All right, y'all, so let's get this Kickport mounted on this head. Now, this head comes with a 5-inch stock hole, so it should fit perfectly. Now, if you're installing this Kickport on an unported head, you will want to apply the Kickport tempering first, right about where this hole is. Then use an X-Acto knife against the edge of this to cut in a 5 1/4 inch hole. Then, you want to fold back the rubber gasket on this port, slide it in, and then reach in and use a pen to flip the gasket back against the head, and voila, apparently it's in. Now, since I have a ported head with a 5-inch ring, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pop this in with it right in there. Now, it says usually use a 5 1/4 inch hole to make this procedure happen. However, I think I can make it happen, so let's try it, y'all. So with this hole, it didn't prove as easy as I hoped it would, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this head off to show you the procedure of how to install this if you don't have a 5 1/4 inch hole. Okay, y'all, so clearly I have the head off the drum now, and I've retrieved the pen that I dropped inside the drum while trying to mount it this way. And as you saw me earlier, I basically pulled this collar back, folded it back, slid this right through the hole. It's kind of free form here. And what you want to do after that is apparently just line up your Kickport logo so it's all straight, because if you're like me, you're a little OCD, you know. And then just snap. And this bad boy is in, so the literature that says it's easy to put in is true, and you just want to kind of center it around where that support ring is on a head like this or on your head, and then this thing is ready to go. And there's still a lot of resonance in this head, which is pretty cool, because I know that this is going to mute the head some, maybe give the drum some more punch, but I think that's part of the beauty of this accoutrement for your bass drum, y'all. So let's get this head back on and check out the sound of the drum with a Kickport. Okay, y'all, so we're back behind the kit with the Kickport installed, and just for side reference, for anyone who has not a pre-cut hole that is with it being 5 1/4 or 4 1/4 inches, I do highly recommend taking off the front head, because it was just cake to install it. It was so easy. And if you follow my tuning lessons or take some of my tuning lessons at kennysherritt.com, it'll be real easy to tune your bass drum back up to the tone it was, just like I did here, making sure that the same minor third that I did to test this out was kept intact, y'all. So let's go ahead and listen to some drumming with the Kickport in place and see what it sounds like, y'all. Okay, y'all, now while I can definitely hear the difference in my IEMs, the proof in the pudding for me will be when I put on my mixing headphones and check it out in context of the whole kit and when the bass drum is isolated. So let's take a listen and a look at the difference in the waveform created with and without the Kickport, and that way you can kind of get an idea of what this product is going to do for your bass drum. All right, everybody. So I've set up a little segment or a little section in the recording of this video so you can kind of compare the sound and the visual aspects of what a Kickport will do for your bass drum sound. So let's go ahead and take a look at the waveform first, the most common thing to think about. Well, there'll be a difference there. And with waveforms, it's really hard to see a difference, but you will notice that without the Kickport, you have kind of a little bit more broader spectrum of things going on here, whereas with the Kickport, it tends to be a bit more focused, which is one of the things that the Kickport does, focus your bass tone. Even on the 91, this is without a Kickport, it's a little bit rangy, whereas here it's a bit smoother and more focused, and I attribute that to the weight of the Kickport on the front head, kind of tightening up any rattle you would capture. So what I want to do is go ahead and let you listen again to both an open sound and a planted sound, and then you can kind of hear the difference in a real isolated situation without all the visuals of other stuff going on. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, and then let's go ahead and listen to the differences between the two. This is without a Kickport. With Kickport. Planted without. With. Okay, now honestly, that's something. Let's listen to that again, because that's a place where you can really, really hear the difference of the increased bass drum tone from the Kickport, the focusing of the tone, the rounder bottom end, which was awesome to hear from me, because again, I thought this was just going to be another thing you put on your bass drum. I'm a skeptic, man, but this really does what it says it's going to do. So again, we're going to go here, do this, and we're going to listen to the planted without. Then with. And that's just crazy. So again, for the product to say it's going to do this thing, it actually does that, which is nice to see in this day and age. Now, one of the things that's important about this bass drum sound difference you hear is that if you're working in a digital environment, whether you're recording or you're live, if you have the frequency like you have here, you can attenuate it in your recording or in your microphone in the live speakers. However, if you don't have it, you're counting on digital plugins to recreate what isn't there. So for those looking to have the broadest spectrum of bass drum sounds, or for drummers who kind of want to guarantee the sound that they are giving to any sound engineer at all times, because you're working with different sound engineers every night, and want to say, hey, this is the bass drum sound I'm presenting, the Kickport might actually be a tool for you. Now, let's go ahead and take a look quickly at the spectrum analysis, because that's where it's really not only the ears, but also when you see it, I think you'll understand more what I'm talking about, because the differences are subtle, and it really could be a matter of preference. But let's go ahead and take a look, and what you'll see is down in here, without the Kickport, there's a full, ranged sound. The DM6 is a great microphone, but there's a little, it's not quite as beefy without the Kickport than with the Kickport. And you'll also know that in general, you get a little bit broader range going down here, a little bit smoother, with a little bit more beef right in there, so you have frequencies to work with versus not. And again, in the digital realm, this can make a big difference. So let's check out and take a look at here, here, and here under the EQ curve. All right, let's go ahead and do this. No Kickport. Now you get a lot, but not up in here. And you see some gaps kind of in here in a few of the strokes where you're getting a little bit less. Let's take a look at the planted. Again. All right, now let's take a look at it with the Kickport. And I'm going to come on over here. Let's take a look. All right, you can already see there's more bottom end frequency coming in on all spectrum analysis, on all ways of looking at things. Yep, and you can see a little bit fuller, beefier, a little bit higher curve here with a little bit more fill. So again, you're getting frequencies that you wouldn't expect to have without it, and you have something to work with where you can attenuate them out if you don't want them. But again, recreating it with a digital plugin where you don't is not always the most favorable experience. Now, the thing I noticed the most, one of the biggest, I think, assets of the Kickport is for the engineer or recording engineer who likes mic isolation, because with the Kickport, I noticed a lot more isolation of bleed of the other instruments into the microphone, and the transient that was created was a lot less present. So let's take a look at that, listen to that quickly. No Kickport. All right, now before we carry on, I will point out that I have a gate on both of these set to the same frequency or the same frequency control, frequency limit on both of them. And you'll notice on here some of the high notes, like when I hit a snare here hard, it really pops through the microphone, whereas over here, I'll start right about here, if we isolate this, you'll hear a little bit less mic bleed going on. And the other thing you'll notice is a little bit less pump from the gate. Whereas if I come back over here, you'll notice some pumping. Whereas here, not quite as much pump. It's much smoother of a signal when using a gate. So for now, these are just some of the differences that I saw and heard when using the Kickport versus not using a Kickport. Now again, this is a matter of taste, you know, in the sound that you want. But if you're looking to have a bit more focused and punchy of a bass drum sound, you're looking to have a broader frequency or frequency spectrum, frequency range captured by a bass drum microphone. And definitely if you're looking for a bit more isolation in your bass drum sound, the Kickport just might be the tool for you and your bass drum sound. Now, one cool thing about the Kickport is you can hang its companion product, the Kicktone microphone, right on the port. All right, y'all, bonus footage. Now you know what this Kickport sounds like with its companion product, the Kicktone microphone mounted to it. I wanted to give y'all as much of a perspective of what this Kickport can bring and to your bass drum sound and do for you as a drummer and someone miking a drum kit, y'all. Now, if the Kickport is something that you want to add to your bass drum, please use the affiliate code inside the description for this YouTube video, as it helps to support my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this product review video and this product demo. And as always, thank you for watching.